Okay. So we will start with small phrases,
Okay.
how a greeting and how to start, to say hi and how are you.
Mm-hmm.
So the first word I think you need to know is how to say hi in Arabic, which is marhaba.
Marhaba.
So marhaba means like, hello. So if you want to say hi to someone in Middle East, you start by marhaba. So now the writing of marhaba, there's a ra in the middle, and Spanish R. So not like an English R. So marhaba. If you noticed, there is a pause between the first syllable mar and then ha ba. Now the third letter ha it might be a bit difficult for students because it doesn't exist in any language except Arabic. So if you can repeat the letter for me, ha. Exactly. So it's coming from the throat. So you could say it's double H. Ha.
Yeah.
So these two notes I think is important for this word. Marhaba.
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 Exactly.
It's that letter, is it?
Yeah, this letter. Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is ha.
Yeah.
For now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna you're gonna write in phonetics way, and then I'm gonna introduce the most important letters for the first sessions. So, for example, the letter ha, important to know the shape and how to pronounce it. So marhaba. Now the response of marhaba is there's many ways you can respond by. The most maybe common one is ahlin. So ahlin. So if I start by marhaba, you will say
Ahlan.
marhaba.
Ahlan.
Exactly. Now there's difference between the ha in ahlin and the ha in marhaba. So the ha in ahlin is just like normal H. So ha, ahlin. So you don't need to exert any efforts. So where marhaba, it does need to feel it more. So if you said hello,
Marhaba.
Yes.
Marhaba.
marhaba,
Marhaba.
and you will respond by
Ahlan.
again
Ahlan.
ahlin.
Ahlan.
Yeah, ahlin, even softer the ha. This normal ha.
Ahlan.
Exactly, and make it make the ya is more extended. So ahlin,
Ahlan.
even more.
Ahlan.
Yes, it's the. So it's the ya. It's a. You have a sound. So ahlin. Even some accents they really go really long. So ahlin.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's better to exaggerate it now. So when you hear it, you won't get surprised. So if you could write marhaba, phonetically, the way you hear it for now.
Okay.
Marhaba. And then you have ahlin. Yeah, ahlin. Marhaba, ahlin. This is the ha, marha, and then this normal approach. As well, if you could write the letter ha, how it's written. This is ha, and then the ha, how it's written. So ha. This is. So it's yeah. So again, marhaba, ahlin. There is a second response for marhaba, which is marhabtin. Marhabtin. Do you know the
I haven't
meaning?
heard that one before.
It's two marhabas.
Okay.
So when you add tain to the marhaba, you have dual.
Okay.
So marhaba, marhabtin. Marhaba, ahlin. You could choose. There's like loads of responses for marhaba. So yeah, marhabtin. 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 Okay. Okay. Now, if I want to say how are you, so To say how is keef. So keef means how. If I want to address a male, how are you, I have to add suffixes. You know suffixes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the suffix for you masculine always ak. So ak. And for feminine is ik. So always you have a suffix for you masculine ak and you feminine ik. Now if I want to say how are you, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just join keef with the suffix I'm looking for. So how are you for a masculine?
Keefak.
Exactly, Keefek. And how are you for a female?
Keefek.
Exactly. So Keefak, Keefek. This rule, the suffixes, the ak and ik, I will use it for every noun. So with nouns, if you have nouns, always you could use that. I will give you another example. House in Arabic, beit.
Yeah.
So your house.
Beitak.
Exactly. And your house for a female.
Beitik.
Another example. Like name in Arabic means ism. So your name.
Ismak.
Ismak. Your name.
Ismik.
So you understand the rule?
Yeah.
Okay. Now go back to the first idea. So how are you means Keefak or Keefek. It depends. The respond of that as well, it has loads of ways. The easiest way you could say tamam. Tamam. Tamam means like I'm alright. So Keefak, tamam. So it's well understood everywhere and people use it in any Arab country. So tamam. Tamam.
What's is Btishtighel?
Bikhair.
Btishtighel.
Bikhair as well is another.
Good?
Yeah, I'm well.
Oh, wow.
Like bikhair. Yeah. So Keefak, I could say tamam. I could respond by bikhair, like I'm well. I could say alhamdulillah. So thanks God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. So you could join as well tamam with alhamdulillah. Most people they do that. You could join bikhair, alhamdulillah. So Keefak, how do you respond?
Tamam. Alhamdulillah.
Tamam, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Exactly. Keefak.
Alhamdulillah.
Keefak.
Alhamdulillah.
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 Exactly. So alham, the first syllable. Du, the second. And then lillah, the third.
With a ha on the end.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Ha. So 3 syllables. In Arabic, when we speak in a syllables way. But like no one observe this. So always the word divide at least 3 pieces. But because we speak very quickly, so you don't notice. You don't notice that. So you see alhamdulillah. So there's that kind of waving language. It's not like in English or Finnish or Norwegians they have like one accent at the beginning and then you have to say it straight away without stopping or making pauses. In Arabic, if you want to have a good accent, you have to watch the pauses, the syllables. So Keefak, tamam, alhamdulillah. Keefak, bikhair, alhamdulillah. There is another one called I'm good, which is mnih. Mnih. So I am good. Mnih. So منيح. So
Yeah.
the last letter in منيح is the ha. This one exactly. So منيح. كيفك منيح. كيفك منيح. Yeah.
منيح.
منيح.
In Alhamdulillah,
Yeah.
is that the same H?
At the end, is it
At
the
the start.
It's this. Yeah. It's the.
And at the
ha.
end,
At
it's
the end, it's
Tamabuta or
Alhamdulillah. It's just a ha.
just a ha?
Just this one. The normal one. So the first one's the double H. This is just the normal H in English. Okay. So how do you say hello?
Marhaba.
Respond?
Marhaba. Oh, to
How do you
respond.
respond? Yeah.
To men?
No, مرحبا أهلين
Oh, أهلين. أهلين.
or مرحبتين.
Marhabtin.
Okay. Again.
Marhaba.
Marhabtin.
How are you?
Keefak.
To men?
Thanks God. Can you say تمام الحمد لله?
Tamam. Alhamdulillah.
أيوة. Okay. So مرحبا.
Ahleen.
كيفك؟
Tamam. Alhamdulillah.
مرحبا.
Abtin.
مرحبتين. مرحبتين.
Marhabtin.
كيفك؟
Tamam. Alhamdulillah.
تمام الحمد لله. Okay. Now, so I said the name in Arabic means
Ism.
ism, and your name for a
Ismak.
masculine and for a girl.
Ismak.
تمام. So to say what in Arabic means shu. So shu means what. Shu. So now if I want to say what's your name, you will respond or you will translate that shu ismak. And for a female, shu ismik. And now if I want to say my name, I have to change the suffix here. And the suffix for I or my is E, always. So my name is Ismi. Ismi, my name. So your name is Ismak, and for a female is Ismik, and for I, my name is Ismi. So what's your name?
You want me to say what's your name?
Yeah.
Shu Ismak.
Shu
Shu
Ismak,
Ismak.
and my name?
Ismi. Michael.
Exactly. Ask him what's your name.
Shu Ismak.
Ismi Alex.
Okay. You have a question?
I was just wondering what the S in is that an ordinary S?
Just S, yeah. The S in
Yeah.
It's the normal English one.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
If you want to see how it's written in Arabic, this is one. This.
Yeah.
C.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's restart again. So مرحبا.
Marhabtain.
كيفك؟
Tamam. Alhamdulillah.
شو اسمك؟
Ismi Alex.
مرحبا.
Ahlin.
أهلين.
Ahlin.
كيفك؟
Tamam. Alhamdulillah.
شو اسمك؟
Ismi Michael.
تمام. Any questions so far? Okay. ماشي. Okay, now to say where in Arabic, وين. So وين means where. So yeah, وين, probably like this way. You try to وين. وين. And from means min. Min. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about the pronouns. So to say I will use أنا. أنا means I. To say you masculine, I will use inti. Inti. So this kind of inti. 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 And now you feminine, I will use inti. Exactly, E. Inti. Inti. So inti and inti. Okay? Again, so to say where,
Wayne.
Wayne.
To say from,
Min.
and to say I,
Anna.
and you masculine,
In.
Inti.
inte,
Inti.
and you feminine.
Inti.
So where are you from?
And I'm in London.
No, where are you from? How do you translate?
Oh,
Wayne Inti.
I would say
Wayne
min,
Min.
min Wayne inte. This is the easiest way.
Min Wayne.
Min Wayne inte, like literally, from where are you? Min Wayne inte. Min Wayne inte. Now they respond, أنا من London. So من وين أنت?
أنا من London.
من وين أنت?
And I'm in London.
Okay. So again, let's restart. مرحبا.
مرحبتين.
كيفك؟
تمام. الحمد لله.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي أليكس.
من وين أنت؟
أنا من لندن.
مرحبا.
مرحبتين.
كيفك؟
تمام الحمد لله.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي.
Mhm.
I've forgotten it.
اسمي.
Ismi.
My name.
Oh, Ismi Michael.
Mhm.
Sorry.
من وين أنت؟
And I'm in London.
Okay. So, ask him. No questions?
It's forgotten now. Marhaba.
مرحبتين.
Different order.
How are you? Yeah. Keefak.
Keefak.
تمام الحمد لله.
Shu Ismak.
Yeah.
اسمي أليكس.
And the last one.
Where
are you from?
Yeah.
Min.
Wayne.
Wayne. Min.
من وين
Min Wayne.
you?
Inte.
من وين أنت?
أنا من لندن.
Your turn.
مرحبا.
مرحبا. Make it loud.
مرحبا.
Yes.
Marhabtin.
كيفك؟
تمام الحمد لله.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي مايكل.
من وين أنت؟
أنا من لندن.
Okay.
Any question?
Okay.
My short-term memory sucks.
Okay. So now if I want to say I live, I will use the word Sakin. So Sakin means I live. Sakin for masculine. Now if I want to make it for feminine, I will add ta marbuta. So I will make it Sakne. A. So Sakin for masculine and Sakne for feminine. Sakin, Sakne. Now, the way I use Sakin is very simple. So, if I would say like, where do you live? And I'm addressing a masculine, a male, I will say,
Sakin.
where do you live?
Wayne Sakin.
Wayne Sakin. And for a female,
Wayne Sakne.
now you will respond in the same way. So if I say like Wayne Sakin, you will use Sakin to respond. So Ana Sakin. So if I'm addressing you, Wayne Sakin, you will say Ana Sakin
أنا ساكن لندن.
B London.
أنا ساكن B London.
So B means in in London. So be London. So وين ساكن أنا ساكن بلندن. Again وين ساكن
أنا ساكن بلندن.
وين ساكن
أنا ساكن بلندن.
تمام. And for a female, I will ask her, like, where do you live? How?
وين ساكنة.
وين ساكنة.
Sakne.
وين ساكنة. And she will answer, أنا ساكنة بلندن. So she will use the same word I used in the question.
But in the question it means you live. It means you live. Or it just means live.
Means you live.
And in the answer it means
I live. And then it becomes I.
If it's just on its own, does it mean...
When I say sakin,
yeah,
it represents every like masculine pronoun. And sakne represents every feminine pronoun.
Right.
So it's not to live, is it?
So it means I live as a masculine, you live
right.
masculine,
so it just
he
means
lives.
it means
so
live
you,
and all the rest
yeah.
is assumed.
Yeah.
So you pick out every pronouns which is masculine and you put it in the sakin categories. Okay? This is how you do it. So وين ساكن أنا ساكن بلندن.
Is B just
B,
letter?
yeah, B,
It's just B.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is B.
Yeah, just
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if I want to say I work. So I work means Bishtighel. It's a bit long, but I'll write for you. So the first syllable is B, and then bish, and then te, ghel. The gha is like the French R, you know?
Okay.
Bishtighel, bishtighel. أنا bishtighel. So bish, te, and then ghel. So the gha in Arabic, this I will write for you, is gha. The same in French, they use R and they pronounce it in the same way we do when I want to pronounce this letter, gha.
Sorry, this word means?
I work.
I work.
Bishtighel. 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 So أنا بشتغل. I work. أنا بشتغل. بشتغل. Now, if I want to say you work, I'm gonna add a prefix after the B, which is te. So I'm gonna add only te. So btishtighel. That's exactly what I change. So I have again the word bishtighel, I work. Now if I add te after the B, it becomes you work for masculine only.
Okay.
So I work.
Bishtighel.
And you work masculine.
Btishtighel.
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 Again, I work.
أنا بتشتغل.
أنا بشتغل.
Sorry, أنا بشتغل.
بشتغل.
أنا بشتغل.
أيوة. بشتغل.
بشتغل.
And you work masculine.
Do you say inti? Inti?
It's not necessary. No.
So Btishtighel.
بتشتغل. Now, if I'm say, what do you work? شو بتشتغل. Again, what do you work?
شو بتشتغل.
Exactly. And if I want to say I work, أنا
بشتغل.
Exactly. أنا بشتغل. أنا بشتغل. غل. غ. So غين is, it's kind of, there's a bubble in your throat when you say it. Bishtighel. So, what do you work?
I'm an accountant.
Okay.
I used another word for that.
Yeah.
Muhasib.
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 Exactly. Muhasib. So I will say أنا بشتغل محاسب.
أنا بشتغل محاسب. Not محاسب. Or
مو
is that
محاسب.
محاسب.
Again.
Is it, أنا بشتغل محاسب.
The ha, it's the hard one.
Okay. محاسب.
تمام. What do you work?
I'll be a muhandis.
مهندس. Exactly.
Doesn't have to be true.
Yeah. So
So is it أنا بشتغل مهندس?
تمام. So شو بتشتغل؟
أنا بشتغل محاسب.
شو بتشتغل؟
أنا بشتغل مهندس.
Ask him. What do you work?
First word. Sorry.
شو بتشتغل؟
شو بتشتغل؟
أنا بشتغل محاسب. محاسب.
And
شو بيشتغل؟
no. شو بتشتغل؟
شو بتشتغل؟
تشتغل.
أنا بتشتغل.
No. أنا بشتغل.
أنا بشتغل مهندس.
Cool. Okay.
So sorry, it's shu. It's shu.
Shu means what?
Yeah, what? Okay.
Okay. Now let's make a little revise. Let's start from again, beginning. So مرحبا.
مرحبتين.
كيفك؟
تمام الحمد لله.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي أليكس.
من وين أنت؟
أنا من لندن.
وين ساكن؟
ساكن بلندن.
شو بتشتغل؟
أنا بشتغل محاسب.
ممتاز. Okay.
I'm not going to do this.
مرحبا.
مرحبتين.
كيفك؟
تمام الحمد لله.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي مايكل.
من وين أنت؟
أنا من لندن.
وين ساكن؟
أنا ساكن في لندن.
شو بتشتغل؟
أنا بشتغل.
أنا بشتغل
مهندس.
ممتاز. Now if I want to say age means عمر. So my age
عمري.
Exactly. Your age عمرك. And your age for a female
عمرك.
So عمري عمرك again
عمري عمرك
عمري عمرك عمرك.
So now how old are you? I will translate how as a dish. So a dish means how. I will use a dish only for in that case for the age. So a dish عمرك. So the one I used for how are you is different to this one. So a dish عمرك. How old are you? A dish عمرك.
Okay.
And you will respond, my age is
عمري.
And then, yeah, how old?
35. How old? How do you say 35?
Okay, so 30 means 30.
30.
And then 5, 5. So 30, 30, and then 5, 5.
30 5.
And then you will join them. So 35. So you will start from the right.
5
30.
Okay.
So 33, and then you have 5, 5, and you start from the right, not from the left. So 35.
35.
So قديش عمرك؟
عمري 35.
قديش عمرك؟
A lot younger.
28.
28, okay.
Yeah.
So 20 means 20. 20. And then we have 8, itmani.
It's money.
Itmani. Itmani means 8.
So,
yeah.
is it Amri Ashrin?
You start from the left, from the
So-
right. Sorry.
Amri Itmani Ashrin.
إتمانية وعشرين. So wa means
Okay.
and. إتمانية وعشرين. عمري 28. Okay. قديش عمرك؟
Itmani wa Ashrin.
عمري 28.
Amri first. Amri Itmani wa Ashrin.
عمري 28. قديش عمرك؟
عمري 35.
ممتاز.
The Amri, has it got Ein?
Yes,
Starts.
عين start with the a. You don't find it maybe in any language except I think German they use عين, you know,
Really?
somehow, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So عمري a. Again, it comes from the lyrics. عمري. So قديش عمرك؟
عمري 35.
قديش عمرك؟
Amri. What team is it? No, it's
8.
Itmani wa Ashrin.
28. Okay. Okay. Now the next question would be, okay. I have. I have means Andi. So Andi.
D.
I have. Andi.
D.
Andi. If you noticed, that's and then E. The E is represent I, the suffix, the one we had before. So Andi. So Ana Andi. Okay? And you have
عندك.
عندك. And then you have for a female
Andik.
عندك. تمام. So if I want to say like what do you up to, or what you are you up to, I would translate that literally like what do you have. So شو عندك. So what you up to. شو عندك. شو عندك. And then I will add like شو عندك today. Today means اليوم. اليوم. اليوم means today. So شو عندك اليوم. Like what are you up to. شو عندك اليوم. Again, what are you up to.
شو عندك اليوم.
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 اليوم. شو عندك اليوم.
اليوم.
Again, what are you up to.
Shu Andak al-Yum.
Now if I want to say work, just the word work as a noun, not as a verb. As a verb you know it. Bishtighel for I and Btishtighel for you, masculine. So just the word work as a noun is شغل. شغل. Yeah. شغل. شغل. Again, the غ is the French R. شغل. شغل. Again. Okay? شغل. شغل. So I would say I have work today. عندي شغل اليوم. So شو عندك اليوم؟
عندي شغل اليوم.
شو عندك اليوم؟
عندي شغل اليوم.
اليوم.
يوم. يوم.
يوم. No, yo in English. يوم.
يوم.
يوم. Exactly.
يوم.
عندي شغل اليوم. Now, if I want to say I don't have, to translate I don't, I will translate it as ما. That's it. ما. I don't have. ما عندي. So ما عندي I don't have. I don't have work. ما عندي شغل اليوم. Now I could ask, the question in a different way. So I would say, for example, like, do you have work today? How do you say that? Do you have work today?
عندك شغل اليوم.
أيوة. عندك شغل اليوم. عندك شغل اليوم. And you will respond, no, I don't have work today.
ما عندي شغل اليوم.
ما عندي شغل اليوم. So again, I could say شو عندك اليوم? Like, what are you up to? Say عندي شغل اليوم. I could say as well عندك شغل اليوم. Do you have work today? I would say ما عندي شغل اليوم. To say just no, لا. So no, لا. لا ما عندي شغل اليوم. Ask him, do you have work today? عندك
شغل اليوم.
شغل اليوم.
عندك شغل اليوم.
Should I say I have work today?
If you say yes, I do,
Yeah.
you have to say yes means أيوة. أيوة. I have.
أيوة. عندي شغل اليوم.
أيوة. Can you say شغل again to me?
شغل.
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 غ.
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 شغل.
شغل. Yeah. شغل. No, I got struggle.
شغل.
شغل. شغل.
شغل.
شغل.
So it's a غ. I have to. It comes from here, from the larynx, throat. So غ. غل.
R.
شغل.
شغل.
You have to practice on that. Okay? Okay. Now, let's go back one step. So, how old are you?
قديش
قديش عمرك؟ قديش عمرك؟ بعدين
عمري 35.
شو عندك اليوم؟
عندي شغل اليوم.
تمام. قديش عمرك؟
عمري.
عمري.
I forgot what it is. It's
28.
28.
شو عندك اليوم؟ I have or I don't have. لا. No, if I said شو عندك اليوم, I would say ما عندي شيء. I don't have anything.
Okay.
So that's a different. You could say she means something. So if I say I don't have anything, I would translate that to ما عندي شيء. But if you want to say I have work today,
yep.
How would you translate that?
Something شمال اليوم.
عندي, I have.
عندي
شغل.
شغل اليوم.
Again.
عندي شغل اليوم.
ممتاز. Okay. So again, if I want to say I don't have anything, so think means she. And when I say I don't have anything, I will negate the sentence only once, not twice. So I would put ma عندي she. It means I don't have anything. ما عندي شي. Now if I want to say I want in Arabic means Biddy. So Biddy, I want. Again, if you noticed, the ending of Biddy is E, means represent I, right? And now if I'm to say you want masculine, Biddak.
Is it bibdak or
No,
biddak?
Biddak.
Biddak.
There's a little emphasis on the dal. Biddak. Ak, you go. Biddak. And then now for a female.
Biddik.
Exactly. Biddik. So I want.
Biddi.
You want masculine.
Biddak.
And you want feminine.
Biddik.
The same. I want.
Bitte.
Biddi.
Bitti.
You want.
Biddak.
And for a female.
Biddik.
Cool. Now, if I want to say tea in Arabic. Shai.
Tea.
Shai. It's like in India. Chai.
Yeah,
Shai.
Oh, shai.
Yeah.
Shai.
Shai.
Shai. So tea means shai. And coffee. Wait.
Okay.
Maybe you name it
I did do
in
that.
classical as qahwa. Or
We
you
must
haven't.
have done that, but ahwe,
Ahwe.
I had heard of before. Yeah.
Ahwe. So ahwe means coffee. Ahwe. Ahwe. So tea means shai.
Shai.
And coffee means ahwe. So if I want to say no thanks. So thanks means shukran. Shukran. And then no, la. So no thanks.
La shukran.
La shukran. La shukran. So, and if I want to say yes, I want.
Is it shukran or shukran?
Shukran. Ra. Ran.
Ren.
Ran. So Spanish R and then there's a noon at the end. Ran.
Ren.
Shukran. Shukran. Yeah. So yes, I want. أيوة بدي. أيوة بدي. أيوة بدي. So again, if I want to say, do you want tea?
Biddak shay.
And then respond, yes, I want.
أيوة بدي.
أيوة بدي. emphasis on the D.
بدي. شا.
أيوة بدي شاي. شاي.
شاي.
أيوة بدي شاي. If I want to say no, I don't. No thanks. I don't want.
La shukran. Ma biddi.
Exactly. لا شكرا ما بدي. If I want to say, do you want coffee?
Biddak ahwe.
And then you say, you respond, no, thanks, I don't want coffee.
لا شكرا. ما بدك.
ما بدي
بدي
قهوة.
قهوة.
again لا شكرا ما بدي قهوة.
لا شكرا بدي قهوة.
Okay, to say but in Arabic بس. بس. So بس means but. بس means but. So if I want to say no thanks, I don't want coffee, but I want tea. So how do you translate that?
You and me.
Go ahead.
لا شكرا ما بدي قهوة بس بدي شاي.
ممتاز. You?
لا شكرا بدي
ما بدي. No.
sorry ما بدي شاي أو قهوة.
قهوة.
بس بدي شاي.
ممتاز. لا شكرا ما بدي قهوة بس بدي شاي. So the question will be بدك قهوة? And then you respond لا شكرا ما بدي قهوة بس بدي شاي. Or you could say لا شكرا ما بدي. No thanks, I don't want. Or you could say أيوة بدي قهوة. Okay? Okay. If I want to say or in Arabic means walla. Oh, you know it.
That one
Walla. Walla means or. So if so to say do you want coffee or tea? Try.
You want to go for it?
No, go.
بدك قهوة ولا شاي؟
ممتاز. بدك قهوة ولا شاي؟ Again.
So it would be for a female bidik.
أيوة بدك قهوة ولا شاي.
Okay.
And you respond I want coffee please. It's better to add please at the end. To translate please, it's a fixed إذا بتريد. إذا بتريد. You might know another one which is من فضلك.
Yeah.
من فضلك, it's more common because it also came from classical Arabic and it's used in spoken Arabic. But إذا بتريد, it's a Levantine colloquial Arabic. You could choose إذا بتريد or من فضلك. إذا بتريد من فضلك.
So how do you write that phonetically? Not min fadlik, the other one.
إذا first syllable bit and then read. Bit read. So the last bit is like reading, you know, the word read. إذا bit read.
And that's please.
إذا bit read, please.
That's a lot of
إذا
please.
bit read. I want coffee, please.
Biddy.
بدي.
Ahwe. Ismi.
إذا.
Btreed.
Exactly. إذا btreed. I want tea, please.
بدي شاي. إذا بتريد.
I don't want anything.
ما بدي شي.
ما بدي شي. ما بدي شي. Okay. Let's restart. مرحبا.
أهلين.
كيفك؟
تمام الحمد لله.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي أليكس.
من وين أنت؟
أنا من لندن.
وين ساكن؟
أنا ساكن بلندن.
قديش عمرك؟
عمري 35.
شو بتشتغل؟
بشتغل محاسب.
شو عندك اليوم؟
عندي شغل اليوم.
بدك شاي ولا قهوة؟
بدي قهوة إذا بتريد.
بدي قهوة إذا بتريد. أوكي. مرحبا.
أهلين.
كيفك؟
تمام الحمد لله.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي مايكل.
من وين أنت؟
أنا من لندن.
وين ساكن؟
أنا ساكن بلندن.
شو بتشتغل؟
أنا بشتغل مهندس.
قديش عمرك؟
صحوري.
عمري
عمري
8
و20.
شو عندك اليوم؟ عندي
شغل اليوم.
بدك شاي ولا قهوة؟
بدي أمري.
I want. بدك شاي ولا قهوة? I want tea or coffee please. So I want. بدي tea or coffee you choose.
أمري.
No, شاي. Amri different. شاي means coffee.
Oh.
شاي means tea and coffee means قهوة.
So I can't say I want coffee, not tea, or coffee.
You could say بدي coffee قهوة.
Yeah.
And then
بدي قهوة. Not tea.
مو شاي.
So بدي قهوة.
مو شاي. Please.
من فضلك.
Or إذا بتريد. Okay. تمام ممتاز. I want coffee please. بدي
قهوة. اسمي
إذا
btreed.
Exactly. إذا بتريد. I want tea please.
بدي شاي إذا بتريد.
I don't want anything.
ما بدي شي.
ما بدي شي. Okay. Let's restart. مرحبا.
أهلين.
كيفك؟
تمام الحمد لله.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي أليكس.
من وين أنت؟
أنا من لندن.
وين ساكن؟
أنا ساكن بلندن.
قديش عمرك؟
عمري 35.
شو بتشتغل؟
بشتغل محاسب.
شو عندك اليوم؟
عندي شغل اليوم.
بدك شاي ولا قهوة؟
بدي قهوة إذا بتريد.
بدي قهوة إذا بتريد. أوكي. مرحبا.
أهلين.
كيفك؟
تمام الحمد لله.
شو اسمك؟
اسمي مايكل.
من وين أنت؟
أنا من لندن.
وين ساكن؟
أنا ساكن بلندن.
شو بتشتغل؟
أنا بشتغل مهندس.
قديش عمرك؟
صحوري.
عمري ثمانية
وعشرين.
شو عندك اليوم؟ عندي
شلل اليوم.
بدك شاي ولا قهوة؟
بدي أمري.
I want. بدك شاي ولا قهوة? I want tea or coffee please. So I want بدي tea or coffee, you choose.
Amri?
No, شاي. Amri different. شاي means coffee.
Oh.
Shai means tea and coffee means قهوة.
So I can't say I want coffee, not tea, or
coffee. You could say بدي coffee, قهوة.
Yeah.
And then
بدي قهوة.
Not
tea.
Not tea. مو شاي.
So بدي قهوة. مو
شاي. Please.
In fadlak.
Or is a btreed. Okay. تمام ممتاز. If I want to say like see you later, see you later. So see you means let's start with to see. So I see means شوف. Okay. Now see you, I have to add suffix at the end for masculine. So Shoufak, right? So again, I have the verb I see means shuf by itself. So I see shuf. Now see you, I have to add suffix, which is we had before, ak or ik, based on the gender. So Shoufak, Shoufik. Now the last step, I will add B at the beginning of the word. So it becomes Bshufak. Bshufak. I have to add B. Bshufak.
Sorry, and that does Bshufak is just
see you.
Okay.
So Bshufak. And I use this phrase when I want to leave. So I finished the conversation and now I have to leave. I will say Bshufak. And Bshufak used for, it's more general and used with friends and people you know. So it's like less formal. So Bshufak.
Masalama?
Masalame is another phrase, we will talk about it.
Okay.
So Bshufak, I see you.
What is Shoufak on its own doesn't mean anything? Or Shoufak does?
Shoufak, because I add B for many reasons, but
right. So without the B it doesn't mean anything? It's not...
No, without B it means see you as well.
Okay.
But I have to add B because it's a general phrase.
Okay.
So Shoufak. The respond is the same. So Shoufak. And then now later means بعدين. بعدين later. So بشوفك بعدين. بشوفك. Again. See you later.
بشوفك بعدين.
Then respond.
بشوفك بعدين.
You don't need to say بعدين, except بشوفك. And now you could add مع السلامة. Goodbye. مع السلامة. With peace.
Now is it mas salam?
مع السلامة.
Salami, not salama.
سلامة.
Nay.
Yeah. مع سدعين. مع السلامة. مع السلامة. So بشوفك بعدين بشوفك مع السلامة. So this is there's many ways I could say goodbye in Arabic. This is the easiest one. بشوفك مع السلامة. بشوفك بعدين بشوفك مع السلامة. You could use as well, مع السلامة by itself. So مع السلامة to respond. Now there's one thing you need to know. If you are in the shop and now you want to leave, the person who is going to say مع السلامة is the one in the shop, not you. So not the person who will leave. So you have to wait to the other person to tell you مع السلامة, and then you could respond in many ways. So for example, if I entered a shop and I bought some stuff, so I will say like thank you, shukran, and then he will say مع السلامة, and then you could respond مع السلامة, or bye. So it's a very important.
Is that etiquette? That's just
what?
Etiquette.
Yeah. So always the people who say مع السلامة is the receivers, the people who are in the shop or who are standing, not leaving. So the person who leaves, he has to wait the other person who is standing to say مع السلامة.
So if you visited someone's house,
exactly,
it's the same thing. The host of the house has to say it first before you can say it when you're leaving the house.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are in my house and you want to leave, I have to tell you now مع السلامة, and then you will say مع السلامة, or bye, or بشوفك. You could choose. There's many ways. Okay. So again, see you later.
بشوفك بعدين.
أيوة بشوفك بعدين. And then how do you say see you, goodbye?
Bshufak. مع السلامة.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, there is another way to say goodbye, which is خاطرك. So خاطرك literally means goodbye. The response of خاطرك مع السلامة. So if I said خاطرك, he will say
مع السلامة.
And if I said خاطرك,
مع السلامة.
And if you told him خاطرك,
مع السلامة.
And if you told him
خاطرك.
مع السلامة.
Okay.
How's that written?
خاطرك. So kha. So the first letter is like in Spanish, the J, kha, and the letter written in this way, kha, خاطرك مع السلامة. خاطرك مع السلامة.
T is
ta. So and the ta is double T. ta. خاطرك is ta, double T. خاطرك. خاطرك. For a masculine خاطرك. For a female, خاطرك. خاطرك and then خاطرك. Okay. If I want to say I want to go to the restaurant, let's break down this sentence. So we know the first part, I want, Biddy. The second part, I go. Go means روح. So روح, go. روح. Again, the last letter of the verb I go, روح, is ha. Ha. So روح. So how do you say I go?
روح.
I go. Exactly. روح.
روح.
Now to say to. A. So to a. And then the. To say the in Arabic, I will use this al. The Spanish people, they use as well al for definite article. And they don't know it's come from Arabic. So to the becomes al.
Okay.
Al. So al to the. Now restaurant means mat'am. Restaurant. Mat. So ta double T. Mat and then a. You know the German one. A. Mat'am.
With that
End with M. It's 2 syllables. So mat and then am. Mat'am. So to say I want to go, Biddy روح. I want to go to the بدي روح al. Then I want to go to the restaurant بدي روح al مطعم. Right? بدي روح al مطعم. Again, I want to go.
بدي روح.
I want to go to the.
بدي روح al
restaurant.
مطعم.
So I want to go to the restaurant.
بدي روح al مطعم.
I want to go.
بدي
روح to the al مطعم. بدي روح على المطعم. So روح again, repeat it. No, روح, you push down and then you surf on the ha. روح. Exactly. Again, I want to go to the restaurant.
بدي روح على المطعم.
بدي روح على المطعم.
بدي روح على المطعم.
Okay. I don't want to go to the restaurant.
ما بدي روح على المطعم.
ما بدي روح على المطعم.
ما بدي روح على المطعم.
I don't want to go to the restaurant.
ما بدي روح على المطعم.
I don't want to go to the work.
ما بدي روح على الشغل.
But I want to go to the restaurant. You know but? Bus. I want to go to the restaurant.
Mas بدي روح.
روح.
على المطعم.
على المطعم.
مطعم.
So
can you show me how you write روح? Is it
exactly, yeah,
like that?
روح. So ra, wa, and then ha. So روح.
And then with the vowels as well?
Yeah, روح.
And no vowel on that. And no vowel at the end?
Yeah, silence. Okay. There's no vowels on the ha or the wa. So روح, 1 syllable. روح.
Okay.
I see means, remember? I see. شوف. So I want to see.
بدي شوف.
I don't want to see.
ما بدي شوف.
ما بدي شوف. I want to see a movie. Yeah, movie.
Is it just
film, like it's French. Okay. So I want to see a movie.
بدي شوف فيلم.
I don't want to see a movie.
ما بدي شوف فيلم.
Again, بدي.
ما بدي شوف فيلم.
I want to see a movie today.
بدي شوف فيلم
اليوم.
اليوم.
ما بدي شوف فيلم اليوم. I don't want to see a movie today. Okay. I want to go to the cinema.
بدي روح على
cinema. And I want to see a movie. And means what? So what?
ما بدي.
No, and I want. بدي.
بدي. شوف.
A movie.
Film.
So can you repeat the whole things? I want to go to the cinema and I want to see a movie. So
بدي روح على السينما وبدي شوف فيلم.
ممتاز. Your turn.
بدي
روح
على السينما وبدي شوف فيلم.
ممتاز. So today means اليوم. Tomorrow بكرة. بكرة tomorrow. To say I visit زور. So زور means I visit. So زور. So I want to visit. I want to visit.
بدي زور.
بدي زور. I don't want to visit.
ما بدي زور.
Now to say friends. Friends means رفقاتي. Well, my friends means رفقاتي, but friends رفقات. رفقات. My friends رفقاتي. Your friends رفقاتك. Your friends for a female رفقاتك. Again, friends رفقات. And my friends
رفقاتي.
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 Your friends for a masculine.
رفقاتك.
For a feminine.
رفقاتك.
رفقاتك. So I want to visit my friends.
بدي زور رفقاتي.
I want to visit my friends.
بدي زور رفقاتي.
So today I want to go to work.
اليوم بدي
Go. روح.
روح على الشغل.
And tomorrow I want to visit my friends.
وبكرة بدي زور رفقاتي.
Today I want to go to work.
Today.
اليوم.
بدي روح
to the work.
شغل.
على الشغل.
Tomorrow
I want to visit my friends.
بكرة زور. بدي زور رفقاتي.
اليوم بدي روح على الشغل وبكرة بدي زور رفقاتي. So after tomorrow.
بعد بكرة.
So after tomorrow بعد بكرة. So how do you translate that? Today I want to go to the work. Tomorrow I want to visit my friends. After tomorrow I want to see a movie. تفضل.
What is it? Today's work.
Today I want to go to work.
اليوم بدي روح على الشغل. بكرة بدي زور رفقاتي.
ممتاز.
بعد بكرة بدي شوف فيلم.
Your thing?
Start again. So اليوم.
Yeah, I want to go to work.
اليوم بدي روح على الشلال. بكرة بدي أشوف رفقاتي.
It's to visit, but yeah, visit my friends. بدي زور رفقاتي.
زور رفقاتي.
And after tomorrow,
بعد بكرة
I want to see a movie.
بدي أشوف فيلم.
اليوم بدي أروح على الشغل. بكرة بدي زور رفقاتي. وبعد بكرة بدي شوف فيلم. تمام؟ Okay. So how do you say what's up? What's up means شوفي mafi. It's a famous phrase. What's up? شوفي mafi. So شوفي mafi. شوفي mafi. So how do you say what's up?
شوفي mafi.
What's up?
شوفي mafi.
And the respond are fixed. So you could say ما في شيء جديد. So ما في means nothing. ما في. When you use ما في it means nothing. ما في. شيء something. ما في شيء new جديد. جديد new. ما في شيء جديد. ما في شيء جديد. So شوفي ما في. What's up? ما في شيء جديد. Nothing new. شوفي ما في.
ما في شيء جديد.
ما في شيء جديد. شوفي ما في.
ما في شيء جديد.
ما في شيء جديد.
ما في شيء جديد.
You could respond as well. مو كتير. مو كتير. Not much. مو كتير. شوفي ما في. مو كتير. Not much. Or ما في شيء جديد. Nothing new. ما في شيء جديد. Again. شوفي ما في.
ما في شيء جديد.
ما في شيء جديد. شوفي ما في.
ما في شيء جديد.
ما في شيء جديد. Can you ask him?
شوفي ما في.
مو كتير.
مو كتير.
شوفي ما في.
مو كتير.
مو كتير. تمام. It's very used. So if you want to make someone smile from the list, tell him شوفي ما في when you meet him or meet her. That will, because it's a very famous like a verb phrase in Middle East. Anywhere it's used. Okay. How do you say I want tea please but without sugar?
You go.
بدي قهوة.
Tea. I want tea.
بدي شاي. Is a btreed. بس.
Without.
I don't know.
بدون. So بدون without. بدون sugar. سكر. Please is a btreed. Again, I want tea بدي شاي without sugar بدون سكر. Please إذا بتريد. So, can you repeat it?
بدي شاي بدون سكر إذا بتريد.
بدي شاي بدون سكر إذا بتريد. Again.
بدي شاي بدون سكر إذا بتريد.
بدي شاي بدون سكر إذا بتريد. How do you say I want coffee with milk please? I want coffee.
بدي قهوة.
بدي قهوة. With means مع. The ending is عين, so مع. You have to pronounce not a, is عين. So مع. So I want coffee with milk. بدي قهوة مع milk حليب. Milk. حليب. Make sure the first letter in the word حليب is ha, is a hard H. So it becomes بدي قهوة مع حليب إذا بتريد. Again, how do you say I want coffee with milk please?
بدي قهوة مع حليب إذا بتريد.
بدي قهوة مع حليب إذا بتريد. Again.
بدي قهوة مع
حليب
إذا بتريد.
بدي قهوة مع حليب إذا بتريد. Okay. So again, I want tea with sugar please.
بدي شاي مع
بدون without.
بدون سكر. سكر إذا بتريد.
So بدي شاي بدون سكر إذا بتريد. I want coffee with milk please.
بدي قهوة with milk مع حليب إذا بتريد.
بدي قهوة مع حليب إذا بتريد. How do you say I want juice please? So juice means عصير. So juice means عصير. عصير juice. So I want juice please. Simple.
بدي عصير إذا بتريد.
بدي عصير إذا بتريد. Again.
بدي عصير إذا بتريد.
You.
بدي عصير إذا بتريد.
بدي عصير إذا بتريد.
إذا بتريد.
أيوة, like read.
Read.
Exactly, like to read in English. So, I want juice, please.
بدي عصير إذا بتريد.
تمام. Try to make بدي as like more like extended. So بدي, and emphasis on the dal. Okay. ماشي. So how do you say I want orange juice please? So orange means بردان.
Okay.
برد and then بردان. So بردان. And then if I want to say orange juice, عصير بردان. عصير بردان. And then I want orange juice please.
بدي عصير بردان إذا بتريد.
بدي عصير بردان إذا بتريد. I want orange juice please.
بدي عصير بردان إذا بتريد.
بدي عصير بردان إذا بتريد.
Read.
Again.
إذا بتريد.
إذا بتريد. تمام. Okay. How do you say I want fruit juice but without sugar please? So fruit means فواكه. And juice, now you know it, which is عصير. So we'll combine both of them in a French way. So we put the adjective first and then we put the noun first and then the adjective. But in English, adjective, noun. In Arabic, French, Spanish, Italian, they put noun first and then adjective second. Rule. So if I want to say a fruit juice, I will bring the noun, which is asir, plus the adjective fawaki. So asir fawaki. So I want fruit juice, please.
So Biddy asir fawaki is a btreed.
Biddy asir fawaki is a btreed. I want orange fruit juice, but without sugar, please. Let's see if you remember.
Biddy asir fawaki بس بدون سكر is a btreed.
بدي عصير فواكه بس بدون سكر is a btreed. Okay, let's repeat the vocabulary now. We had. How do you say I have?
Andi.
How do you say juice?
Fawaki?
No, juice.
Juice.
Fawaki fruit.
Asir.
Asir. How do you say orange juice?
Asir bird'an.
Asir bird'an. How do you say fruit juice?
Asir fawaki.
Asir fawaki. How do you say without?
بدون.
Without sugar.
بدون
سكر. بدون سكر. How do you say with sugar?
مع سكر.
مع سكر. ممتاز. Okay. How do you say I want work?
Bidishtighel.
Bidtishtighel. I want work. Bidtishtighel. Okay. How do you say do you want anything? So do you want anything? I will translate it. Do you want something? This literally is how we do it.
بدك شيء.
Exactly. بدك شيء. So do you want anything? بدك شيء. You could as well say بدك أي شيء. أي means any. Anything. أي شيء. But it's the same. You say بدك شيء. Do you want anything? So do you want anything?
Btishtighel.
No. Translate.
Do you want a بدك شيء?
بدك شيء. Exactly. Okay. So I have work today. Translate that.
عندي شغل اليوم.
عندي شغل اليوم. I don't have work tomorrow. So we learned that I negate the verb by using ma. So ma to negate the verb all the time. And then you have the verb. So you put the negation tool plus the verb. So I don't have.
So ma andi.
ما عندي.
ما عندي شغل اليوم.
Exactly. ما عندي شغل اليوم. I don't have work tomorrow.
ما عندي شغل
بكرة.
بكرة.
ما عندي شغل بكرة. I don't have work today, but I have work tomorrow. Easy?
ما عندي شغل اليوم.
بس.
عندي شغل بكرة.
So ما عندي شغل اليوم بس عندي شغل بكرة. Okay. So how do you say appointment? Appointment موعد, if you remember. موعد. Appointment. Meeting اجتماع. So don't get confused between meeting اجتماع. Appointment موعد. So I have appointment today.
عندي موعد اليوم.
عندي موعد اليوم. But I don't have work tomorrow.
بس. Andi.
ما عندي
شغل أو
بكرة.
بكرة.
بس ما عندي شغل بكرة. So عندي موعد اليوم بس ما عندي شغل بكرة. Can you repeat that? I have appointment today but I don't have work tomorrow.
عندي موعد اليوم بس ما عندي شغل بكرة.
عندي موعد اليوم بس ما عندي شغل بكرة. Again.
عندي موعد اليوم بس ما عندي شغل أو بكرة.
ما عندي شغل بكرة. عندي موعد اليوم بس ما عندي شغل بكرة. I have meeting tomorrow and I have work after tomorrow. So after tomorrow, after means بعد. Let's memorize it. بعد.
بعد بكرة.
So بعد بكرة. بعد بكرة. After tomorrow. بعد بكرة. So I have meeting tomorrow. Meeting as we agreed. اجتماع. So how would you translate that? I have meeting tomorrow.
عندي اجتماع بكرة.
عندي اجتماع بكرة. And I have work after tomorrow.
عندي
work
شغل بعد بكرة.
عندي شغل بعد بكرة.
بعد بكرة.
Exactly. Yes. Slowly. بعد بكرة. What do you have today or what do you up to? You agreed?
شو عندك اليوم؟
شو عندك اليوم؟ شو عندك اليوم? What do you up to? Translate this question.
شو عندك؟
شو عندك اليوم؟ Okay. So I have an Arabic class in the morning. Let's say Arabic class. How would you translate Arabic class? So class means dars. Dars. Then Arabic, Arabi. So Arabic class, you put the noun first, then the adjective. So dars Arabi. An Arabic class, dars Arabi. So I have an Arabic class.
عندي درس عربي.
عندي درس عربي. I have an Arabic class.
عندي درس عربي.
عندي درس عربي. In the morning. So in B, morning, الصبح. الصبح. So B, and then the morning, the means al-صبح. So B, الصبح. I don't need to pronounce the lam here because of the sad. Sad does not allow the lam to be pronounced. So in the morning, B الصبح. B
الصبح.
I will explain that later, but for now, when you see asad and the different article al, the lam is not pronounced.
We did because that with the moon letters on some letters.
Because
right.
Or did you do this?
Yeah, no, I did. Vaguely.
Okay.
I recollect.
It's. I think you will learn it by
things that can't go together because you can't pronounce them properly.
Exactly. If you learn it as a rules, you will forget it quickly. The best way to learn it through the conversation, speaking, and reading. So, for example, this one, B al-sabah. I will say B al-sabah. I don't say B al-sabah. I don't need to. If you say it, it's correct in spoken. People don't, pay attention to this mistake. But grammatically, if you want to make it correctly, you will pronounce it B al-sabah. Again, in the morning.
بالصباح.
In the morning.
بالصباح.
So I have an Arabic class in the morning.
عندي درس عربي بالصباح.
عندي درس عربي بالصبح. Again.
عندي درس عربي بالصباح.
عندي درس عربي بالصبح. And I have work in the afternoon. So afternoon ظهر. الظهر. So in the afternoon, again the same way, بالظهر. I don't need to pronounce the lam here as well. Easier to pronounce actually. So if you don't pronounce the lam, it makes the word easier to pronounce. So بالظهر in the afternoon.
بالظهر.
In the afternoon.
بالظهر.
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 ظهر.
ظهر.
Exactly, there's ha. بالظهر.
بالظهر.
ظهر. Yeah.
ظهر.
Exactly. بالظهر. So I have work in the afternoon.
بدي.
I have work in the afternoon.
عندي شغل بالظهر.
بالظهر. عندي شغل بالظهر. I have work in the afternoon.
عندي شغل بالظهر.
بالظهر.
ظهر.
عندي شغل بالظهر. And I have an appointment in the evening. So in the evening, بالمساء. بالمساء. If you noticed, I did pronounce the lam here because it doesn't make any difficulty to pronounce the word al-masa. So بالمساء. In the evening.
بالمساء.
Appointment. موعد.
موعد.
Remember? موعد. So I have an appointment in the evening.
عندي موعد.
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 بالمساء.
المساء.
So عندي موعد بالمساء. Again.
عندي موعد بالمساء.
No, the evening مساء. So there's a yes مساء.
مساء.
Okay. Again.
بالمساء.
بالمساء. Again.
بالمساء.
بالمساء. Okay, I have an appointment in the evening.
عندي موعد بالمساء.
عندي موعد بالمساء. So the whole translation, I have an Arabic class in the morning. عندي درس عربي بالصبح. And I have work in the afternoon. عندي شغل بالظهر. And I have an appointment in the evening. عندي موعد بالمساء. That's it. Okay, the next one. I don't have anything today. I don't have.
ما عندي.
ما عندي. Anything. She or أي شيء. So ما عندي أي شيء. Today.
اليوم.
ما عندي أي شيء اليوم. I am free. Free means فاضي. 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 I am free. فاضي. So ما عندي شيء اليوم. أنا فاضي. I am free. Can you repeat it?
ما عندي شيء اليوم. أنا فاضي.
ممتاز. ما عندي شيء اليوم. أنا فاضي. Okay. I have meeting tomorrow, but I have work after tomorrow. We had it. I have meeting. I have
Andi.
عندي meeting. اجتماع. اجتماع. But I have work after tomorrow. بس I have عندي work.
شغل.
عندي شغل after tomorrow.
بعد بكرة.
تمام.
بعد بكرة.
بعد بكرة. بس عندي شغل بعد بكرة. ممتاز. Next week. Next week. How do you say next week? So week means أسبوع. To say week, أسبوع. أسبوع. Next. جاي. جاي. So when you to say next, you use جاي. أسبوع week. So next week.
أسبوع جاي.
Exactly. So next week, but you will say the next week in spoken. So I will add the definite article to both words. الأسبوع الجاي. الأسبوع الجاي. Next week. الأسبوع الجاي. So, do you have work next week?
عندك شغل الأسبوع الجاي.
عندك شغل الأسبوع الجاي. Do you have work next week?
عندك شغل
الأسبوع
الجاي.
الأسبوع الجاي. عندك شغل الأسبوع الجاي. How do you say that for a female?
عندك.
عندك.
عندك شغل الأسبوع الجاي.
عندك شغل الأسبوع الجاي. You have to do it as a question, not as a statement. So you have to raise the intonation. عندك شغل الأسبوع الجاي. Again.
عندك شغل الأسبوع الجاي.
تمام. Okay. Do you have work this week? So this, we learned this as هل. You just add هل. So I would say this week هل أسبوع. So do you have work this week for a male?
عندك شغل هالأسبوع.
عندك شغل هالأسبوع. For a female?
عندك شغل هالأسبوع.
عندك شغل هالأسبوع.
Wow.
So there's a عين at the end.
Okay. Wow.
So again, week أسبوع.
أسبوع.
تمام. So عندك شغل هالأسبوع. Do you have an Arabic class on Monday or Sunday? So Monday means تنين. تنين. Sunday أحد. Again, to say Monday تنين.
تنين.
Sunday الأحد.
الأحد.
Exactly, الأحد. الأحد. So تنين Monday أحد Sunday. So if I want to say on Monday, I have to say the day of Monday. It's the best way. So on Monday I will say يوم الاثنين. On Sunday يوم الأحد. So يوم الاثنين يوم الأحد. Again on Monday
يوم الاثنين.
يوم الاثنين. On Sunday
يوم الأحد.
يوم.
يوم.
No, there's no ra. يوم.
يوم.
Exactly. So يوم.
يوم الأحد.
Again.
يوم الأحد.
Exactly. يوم الأحد. So to translate, do you have an Arabic class on Monday or Sunday? Would be
عندك درس عربي يوم الاثنين
ولا
يوم الأحد.
ممتاز. عندك درس عربي يوم الاثنين ولا يوم الأحد؟ Your turn.
So again, they sent to the English.
Do you have an Arabic class?
عندك درس عربي
On Monday?
يوم تمام
يوم الاثنين or
ولا
on
الأحد.
exactly يوم الأحد. So عندك درس عربي يوم الاثنين ولا يوم الأحد. Okay. So the next one, I don't know. How say I don't know? I don't means ما, no بعرف. Just memorize it. بعرف. بعرف. I don't know. So I don't know ما بعرف. Again, I don't know.
ما بعرف.
I don't know.
ما بعرف.
ما بعرف. Okay. Now to say if in Arabic إذا. If
إذا.
إذا. If
إذا.
So I don't know if.
ما بعرف إذا.
ما بعرف إذا. I don't know if.
ما بعرف إذا.
ما بعرف إذا. Okay, this is sorted out now. Now we're gonna combine everything. I don't know if I have an Arabic class on Monday or Sunday. Let's see if you remember something.
ما بعرف.
If إذا I have.
ما بعرف إذا عندي درس عربي
On Monday.
يوم الاثنين
يوم الاثنين.
ولا يوم الأحد.
تمام. Completely correct except one thing. I'm gonna change it. When you want to translate or in the statement, you have to use أو. When you want to translate or in a question, you have to use ولا. You used ولا here in the statement, which is wrong, but people understand you. It's not a big mistake.
So what should it be?
أو.
أو.
Now to write أو, yeah. So the translation will be I don't know if ما بعرف إذا I have an Arabic class عندي درس عربي on Monday يوم الاثنين or أو يوم الأحد. ما بعرف إذا عندي درس عربي يوم الاثنين أو يوم الأحد. You want to try? So I don't know.
ما بعرف إذا.
I have an Arabic class.
عندي درس عربي.
عندي درس عربي on Monday.
يوم الاثنين.
يوم الاثنين.
يوم الاثنين.
Or on Sunday. أو the day of Sunday. So يوم
الأحد.
يوم الأحد.
أحد.
Again, the day of Sunday.
يوم الأحد.
يوم الأحد. So ما بعرف إذا عندي درس عربي يوم الاثنين أو يوم الأحد. Okay, the next one. I don't know if I have meeting on Wednesday evening. We agreed that we know meeting, right? Meeting means اجتماع. Remember, اجتماع. Again, meeting. اجتماع. Now, Wednesday means 4. So if you know Wednesday, you know number 4.
Okay.
And number 4 is أربعة. So Wednesday means the 4th day. أربعة. So if you learned how to say Wednesday, you learn how to say 4. أربعة means Wednesday. On Wednesday, يوم الأربعة. on Wednesday?
يوم الأربعاء.
يوم الأربعاء on Wednesday?
يوم الأربعاء.
Exactly. يوم الأربعاء. Now on Wednesday evening, I will just add the evening next to the day. So يوم الأربعاء المساء with a different article. Again, يوم الأربعاء المساء.
يوم الأربعاء
الأربعاء
المساء.
يوم الأربعاء المساء. Again.
يوم الأربعاء المساء.
ممتاز. يوم الأربعاء المساء.
يوم الأربعاء المساء.
يوم الأربعاء المساء. So, I don't know if I have meeting on Wednesday evening. ما بعرف
إذا عندي اجتماع يوم الأربعاء المساء.
ما بعرف إذا عندي اجتماع يوم الأربعاء المساء. ممتاز. So how do you say I want to go to the restaurant this evening? So I want to go.
بدي روح.
بدي روح. I want to go.
بدي روح.
بدي روح. To the restaurant. To the
المطعم.
على المطعم. To the restaurant على المطعم. So I want to go to the restaurant.
بدي روح على المطعم.
بدي روح على المطعم. This evening.
هالمساء.
هالمساء. بدي روح على المطعم هالمساء. تمام. I want to go to the restaurant with my friends this evening. How do you translate that?
بدي روح على المطعم.
With my friends. With. We have with. مع. Friends. So, friends means رفقات.
Yeah.
With my friends, I have to add the suffix e to the noun and becomes رفقاتي. So, any noun, if I want to make it, my car, my friends, I just have to add e, the suffix e, to the end of the noun, and then I will have my friends. رفقاتي. My friends.
رفقاتي.
My friends.
رفقاتي.
رفقاتي. So again, how do you say I want to go to the restaurant with my friends this evening?
بدي روح.
بدي روح
على المطعم.
على المطعم. With my friends. With. مع.
مع رفقاتي.
This evening. هالمساء. بدي روح مع رفقاتي على المطعم هالمساء. I just changed it a bit. Yeah. Okay. I want to see my friends this weekend. So, to see, remember one thing most students they do this mistake. When they want to translate I want to see, they don't, they translate to see as infinitive. Where in Arabic you have to say I want, I see. So I want, بدي, I see, شوف. We had شوف, I see. So I want to see, بدي شوف. Now I want to see my friends, بدي شوف رفقاتي. Now I want to see my friends this weekend. Weekend means عطلة. And when I say عطلة, I mean by that weekend, vacation, any kind of holiday. So when you want to translate holiday or weekend or vacation to Arabic, always use عطلة. So this holiday or weekend, هالعطلة. So how do you say I want to see my friends this weekend?
بدي شوف رفقاتي هالعطلة.
بدي شوف رفقاتي هالعطلة. I want to go to the restaurant with my friends this evening.
Biddy. What was that?
Go?
Shuf?
No, go.
Go. Ruh.
To the restaurant
Al-Butam.
with my friends
Rivati.
this evening. هالمسا بدي روح على المطعم مع رفقاتي هالمسا. ممتاز. Now I want to visit my friends next week. So visit, did we have visit? Zur. So I visit, zur. So I want to visit, it means I visit. So I visit, I want to visit. Biddy zur, my friends.
Rifati.
Next week, you should know this word. Next week. تمام. الأسبوع الجاي بدي زور رفقاتي الأسبوع الجاي. ممتاز. How do you say vegetables? Did we have vegetables? So vegetables means خضرة. Learn it. خضرة. The kha is Spanish letter. The kha. You know, like I think J. You put خضرة. 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 So vegetables خضرة. Vegetables
خضرة.
Vegetables
خضرة.
خضرة. تمام. Fruit, you know fruit.
فواكه.
فواكه.
Fawaki.
So market, how to say market?
مركز.
No, سوق.
سوق.
Market.
سوق.
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 Soup.
Market. سوق. Again. Market. سوق. Okay. So now the sentence. I want to buy vegetables and fruit from the market. So to buy, did we have the verb to buy? To buy means اشتري. To buy اشتري. I buy اشتري. I buy اشتري.
So that's I buy. That's not to buy.
No, that's I buy.
Okay?
We'll not go to the roots because we will complicate your life. So let's stick with I. I buy اشتري. So I want to buy vegetables and fruit from the market. Translate that.
Biddy اشتري.
خضرة. And fruit. Fruit. فواكه. From the market. From من السوق. بدي اشتري خضرة وفواكه من السوق. Can you repeat it? بدي
اشتري خضرة وفواكه من السوق.
بدي اشتري خضرة وفواكه من السوق. تمام. Okay. How do you say I want to study the Arabic language? So study, I study means idrus. Again, I study
idrus.
So I want to study بدي أدرس. Now the Arabic language means لغة. The غ is like French R. لغة. So Arabic language, I would translate as the Arabic language. You would say al-lugha al-arabiyya. In English you would say I want to study Arabic language. You wouldn't say I want to study the Arabic language, right? So when you say I want to study Arabic language, you mean I study the Arabic language. Just like literally. So means بدي أدرس اللغة al-arabiyya. Again.
بدي أدرس اللغة العربية.
بدي أدرس اللغة العربية. Again.
بدي أدرس اللغة العربية.
بدي أدرس اللغة العربية. One thing I want to note here, we have like a feminine words and masculine words. How do we know? In Arabic there is one rule, tells you how, and sometimes you just have to figure out. There is no rule. But this rule might facilitate and make things much easier. We add ta marbuta to the end of the noun or the adjective, and then you will have the word in a feminine form. Now, always nouns and adjectives, they have to be similar in everything. So if the noun has different article, you must add a different article to the adjective. If the noun have ta marbuta at the end, you must add ta marbuta to the adjective. They have to be basically twins in everything. So when you say, I want to study Arabic language, let's say, language means al-lugha. So you go to the noun. Okay, it's al-lugha. So al-lugha has a definite article, right? Al. And then language, lugha. Lugha, it's a feminine word. End with ta marbuta. Lugha. That means when I want to add the adjective for this word, I need to make it feminine and definite article at the beginning to add. So I will say بدي أدرس اللغة العربية. So al-Arabi, I transform Arabic from masculine to feminine by adding ta marbuta. So Arabi is the masculine form and Arabiyya is the feminine form. So Arabi, Arabiyya. And then I will add Arabiyya in front of the noun al-lugha. So al-lugha al-arabiyya, the Arabic language. And then your sentence is correct and complete. So I want to study Arabic language.
بدي أدرس اللغة العربية.
See, now it's correct. بدي أدرس اللغة العربية. You understand what I said? Okay, ممتاز. Now, I don't want to see my friends today because I want to study. Do you know because?
No.
Well, because means li and no. Li and no. The best way to memorize it, li and no, two Chinese brothers. Basically, li and no. They met and they form the word. Li and no.
And no.
And no.
No.
Li and no. The best way to memorize it is a combination of li and no. There are two brothers from China. They met and they formed the word because. So because means
li and no.
Li and no. Li and no.
Li and no.
Li and no.
Is it an R or is it no?
There's no R. Li and no. Li and then and no.
Again, a long N.
Yes, you have to make emphasis on the noon. So again, because
li and no.
Exactly, li and no. Because
li and no.
Li and no. Two Chinese brothers. Li and no. So I don't want to see my friends today.
ما بدي شوف رفقاتي اليوم.
ما بدي شوف رفقاتي اليوم because I won't study.
لأنه بدي أدرس.
لأنه بدي أدرس. So ما بدي شوف رفقاتي اليوم لأنه بدي أدرس. ممتاز.